translation. So deep apologies for this meeting that we don't have our Spanish translator to be able to translate the entire message, because we want to be inclusive of everyone and let everybody be able to have the opportunity to hear everything that we're saying, because it's really important. So it's possible we may have the person come in mid meeting to be able to help and facilitate. So if you do have questions, and if there are bilingual, anyone in the audience that's bilingual, if any of your neighbors are struggling to understand what we're saying, it would be very helpful, if you shared any of the messages that we're sharing tonight. So before we get started, we should probably talk about some of the housekeeping items. We were over in the kitchen area having snacks before the meeting, and I got to meet some folks, and it was really great to know that you all are very concerned about this community in Watts. In fact, there's many members that are here tonight that were part of BestStart from the very beginning. So glad that you guys are here, that you're still engaged, that you're concerned, and that you want to move forward. The housekeeping items, you all are here today, and for some of you, I see some familiar faces from the food drive that we had on Saturday here at Bethel. We wanted to let everyone know, and to be crystal clear, tonight is the first of 3 series of meetings that we're putting on until the end of June. So we have our April meeting, which is this evening. We have a May meeting and a June meeting, and we will share those dates with all of you. So we would, at this time, just ask everybody, there's a QR code that I think is going to be posted on the monitor, and it's posted around here. So when it comes up on the monitor, if you have your cell phone, there's the QR code. If you point your cell phone camera to the QR code and tap it, it will open up the application. And that's where you can put your name, your email, your cell phone number, and it's asking some other information about, your ethnicity. If you are a grandparent and you have children in your home that are ages 0 to 5, CHC, which is Community Health Council, and BestStart LA are interested in getting this data so that we can make sure programs and information that we are sharing with you is relevant to you and the concerns that you have. So when you scan the QR code, that is actually the application to start the process to be a delegate. You're here today for the very first meeting on we felt like we don't know how everybody met people, because you meet people in different places. And so we wanted to make sure we had a united message that we were sharing with everyone, so you understood exactly what is a delegate, what we're looking for with this relaunch of BestStart and this Region 2, who's being impacted, how you can be a benefit for yourself, for your family, and even for your community, and what it entails and what it requires. I will say again, too, when we are moving forward for this, we will ensure that like our flyers, we had both in Spanish and English, that will make sure that you all who are Spanish speakers, that you have the access to this information as well in Spanish. If you ever go to BestStart's website, all of the literature is in both Spanish and English, and so we'll make sure to do a better job at ensuring that we have that, because we want to make sure that you all get the information. So when you guys scan the QR code, and you can do this through the session, you're scanning it now, it should be opening up an application. And this is the start of how you become a delegate, to be able to fill out your information so that we can move forward. So in today's program that we have, so thank you guys all for doing that. The second thing I wanted to actually talk about, if anybody needs to use a restroom, there are restrooms that are in the kitchen area, and then there are restrooms behind here. So if anybody needs to at any time use the restroom, feel free to either go behind the sanctuary or over to the kitchen area. And then also wanted to mention, I know that some people we talked to on Saturday, and the engagement that we've been doing in the community throughout, we mentioned that when you become a delegate, you will earn a $100 gift card. Those are not being given out tonight. So in case anybody thought, we're handing out $100 gift cards tonight, we're not handing out $100 gift cards tonight. That's once you become a delegate and we provide the training for you. It's a three 1-hour sessions that are offered virtually as well as in person. Then you'll be able to get that. And it will be for Watts Willowbrook area, it's going to be for the first 100 people. So if you all do it, you're going to be guaranteed because you are here at our first meeting. So there are no other people before you. So if you follow us through the way and you decide that, you definitely want to be engaged in your community and you want to see change happen, we're going to give you the tools to learn how to be able to do that in a real effective way. So I did want to definitely mention that. But what we are going to do tonight is we were mindful that you all came out here. Gas is really expensive. So we have 2 gas gift cards that we're going to raffle off. And I thought, you know what? We'll raffle off actually one right now. And at the end of the program, we'll raffle off the second one. So everyone who came here, I gave a red raffle ticket. So if at this time everybody can pull out their raffle ticket, we'll do the first raffle of the $25 gas gift card. Okay? So does everybody have their tickets? You got your tickets? Okay, awesome. And then okay, we have somebody who just You see, I'm shaking them up. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up. Who said that? I'm just saying, who said those famous lines? Shake them up, shake them up, shake them. There you go. Thank you very much.
Why don't you have this little?
I was channeling my inner pastor because I know the pastor would say something like that.
Why don't you have the little lady pick it?
Huh?
Why don't you have the little lady here pick it up?
Okay.
So this is for the first gas gift card that we're going to give out tonight. This little lady's picking it out.
Okay, the winner is, and the 6 numbers are 7, 3, 0, 5, 1, 0. And the winner is in the back.
0510. That's it.
That's it.
I said I want to.
So hopefully that got everybody excited for the first card. But there's still another one to come. Okay, so we thought everybody should have a packet. We handed out some materials, which basically has our agenda. It describes what a delegate is. And then it's great that, do I have a copy of that? That BestStart created also a brochure. And again, all of this information is on websites. After this meeting, because we'll have all of your contact information, we'll send it to you in electronic format as well, both in Spanish and English so that you have it. But just wanted to do some light introductions of who we are, why we're here. My name is Gina Durham. I'm the president of Building a Foundation for Success. We were selected by community health councils to be the local support team to help facilitate these meetings as well as to bring this information to community. For the past month and a half, we've been working in community, going to events, sponsoring and supporting events, and actually just doing outreach door to door as well as phone banking to ensure that we were telling community about the local delegate opportunity. So know that when these meetings happen, it's probably going to be an evolving door where there will be people who are coming. Today it's light, but the next meeting there will likely be a lot more people, and meetings after that. But we're here, basically, we're a grassroots nonprofit organization engaged in helping community and spread word, and just really here to be a resource for everyone that's here. Along with us, unfortunately, tonight we don't have here, but there is a regional task force that was selected or voted and elected about a year and a half ago with South LA Decides. And our representative, we have a single representative. Her name is Maria Manzo. And hopefully we'll have Miss Manzo here next week so that you guys can put a face to the name. And she actually is our regional task force representative. So when we look at the kind of hierarchy of the meetings that will take place, she was the elected official that community actually went out and voted about a year and a half ago with South LA Decides. In addition to Ms. Manzo, we have community health councils, otherwise known as CHC. So tonight, if you hear me say CHC, it's Community Health Councils. They are a nonprofit organization that has been in existence for a couple of decades, and they are policy and systems change nonprofit that goes in and really tries to look at structures. We want to dismantle kind of this hierarchy that embeds white supremacy and racism and things and barriers that keep people of color from accessing certain resources, and changing, honestly, the way that we advocate for rights and vote for matters. And so the representative from CHC, he'll be here shortly. And when he comes, I'll introduce him. He's our contact, Malcolm Johnson. And then we have, besides CHC, ourselves, who are the Building Foundation for Success. I've got my team. Cassandra is here. Pastor Stafford, who is the lead pastor of Bethel Church, has allowed us the facility so that we have a safe space to meet. And so that we're able to really be in community. We didn't want to take these meetings outside of community. We wanted it to be central. We also wanted it to be accessible to most people. And then we have Terry Busby, who is also, he's behind passing information out. What? Oh. He's also here assisting. And so we're just here tonight because we want to be able to explain to you all what it means to be a delegate, and what that role and that responsibility would be, and what you would get out of being a delegate. And I'm going to bring up, Terry gave me a sign, so he's doing something right now, but when he gets free, we'll go ahead and have him come up here and talk about what a delegate is. And, we're having this meeting now, and I should have said this at the beginning with the housekeeping. We're family in this room. So don't look at me, I'm here preaching and I'm speaking or whatever. If you have any questions, raise a hand, shout something out. Let's have a conversation and a dialogue, because I want everybody to get as much as they can out of this, and not for it to be sort of me just, speaking. I would love to be able to get input, and we may ask questions, because I know there are people that are here in the sanctuary that have had way more experience than we have had, and have seen the things that work and the things that maybe need to be improved. And the real goal is we want to learn from things that we had missteps, so that we don't make those same mistakes again. Because it's critical in that, as a delegate, and Terry will probably talk a little bit about this, that you're going to be in a really position of power. You're going to have a voice. You're going to have a vote. And as we talk about things that happen in the community and how we navigate this, how we keep our elected officials accountable for what they're saying. This is an election. This is a midterm election year. And so you're going to have people who are going to say, we're going to give you this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that. We want to hold them accountable for that. And so you live in this community. You know what's happening in this community. You know what's the most important needs for you, your family. And we want to make sure that we address that, because as there's funding decisions that are made, we all went through the census about 2 years ago. You've got monies that have been infused into community, and you have decision makers who need to decide where that money goes. So like if after school programs are important, or food security, we just recently here at Bethel, which I see some faces that I saw on Saturday who came out, but we did a huge huge food drive with LA Mission and a whole host of other nonprofit organizations to be able to provide resources. And so we want to be able to be the messengers, right? We're in the house of God, today, and we want to be messengers to be able to share that also with others so that others can take advantage of the opportunities and the resources that are coming into community, that are currently in community. And so I'm going to ask Terry at this moment right now you all have kind of the information. And again, we will, after the end of this meeting, likely tomorrow, send you all out, because you guys all will access that QR code, hopefully, and complete a delegate application form. But we'll get that to you both in English and Spanish so that you have that. But I'm going to ask Terry if he can maybe just come up, and we just want to briefly go over, I know you have it in a written format, but just kind of what a delegate is, because sometimes I'm an audible learner. So I know some people are, visual. And so for me, it really sticks when I actually can hear somebody tell me something. And so if you have any questions while he's providing some information, we're both here. Let's have a conversation, right? Because we're here to really work together. So Terry, if you can come up here, I'd appreciate it.
So before Gina leaves, does anyone have any questions before we continue? Anyone have any questions? You have any questions in the back? No questions? Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we got one right here. Hold on, I'm gonna come over.
Yeah.
On the flyer, it said that childcare will be provided in the childcare room. And my daughter keeps on nudging me, Dad, you told me there was going to be childcare. Dad, you told me there's going to be childcare.
So to answer that question, yes. And we actually, so I don't know if I'm spoiling the surprise. So anybody who has a child here, we're actually gifting them some toys today. So some toys for the children who came today. And we have some color books and a room. And I think Cassandra was setting that up. So I don't know if it's the room over here or there. Is there anybody who's next door? So your child can go next door into the daycare, and we have some activities, color books, and some activity books, as well as some toys and some learning educational toys. When we do the raffle, I know everybody has the thing too, but I think we actually may raffle off a couple of books and some kids' toys for the kids. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Well, you got a raffle ticket. You came out here. I'm so mindful of, we all work, we have commitments, and it's a sacrifice to come out, on a work day to be here. So we just appreciate that you're here. So Terry, if you want to come up here, and we'll do a tag team. I know you've got the microphone, so you can maybe stand there. We can do it, like this, and
that's cool.
And answer questions.
Absolutely. Hello everyone. My name is Terry Busby. I'm here. I'm working with Gina. We work for CHC, and if you have this,
but it's just black and white.
Can you please? Yeah, I think it's black and white, but it says become a local delegate in your community. Yes. So I'm going to basically jump around and explain, what it means to become a delegate. We there? You don't have it? No. Okay. I have an extra one. I'll give you this extra one. Here you go. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Anybody else need one? Okay. Is there another one up there? Is there another one? No.
I can give you mine, but I won't have it. I don't know where Cassandra is.
Anyone else needs one of these? Okay. Good. So basically, I'm going to start at number 6, and that's at the bottom, how to become a delegate. And basically, to become a delegate, you fill out this application. This is the application you can get on the QR code that they showed you earlier, and the one that we have right there on the wall. You put your phone to that QR code, and this application will come up. You fill out this application, and this is basically how you become a delegate. What is a delegate? I'm going to explain what a delegate is. A delegate is a person who represents others. It's a person of trust and leadership, A delegate can influence policy and system change by being a voice in your community and exercising your power. So that's basically everyone in this community has a voice. You have a voice to get things changed. You have a voice to get your roads repaired. You have a voice to get different things done in your community, and that's basically what a delegate does. The commitment of a delegate is a 12-month commitment. So if you become a delegate, you're going to do it for 12 months. What experience is needed? It's basically no experience needed. If you're interested in becoming a delegate, you fill out this form and you go through the training, and basically you become a delegate. Is there anything you want to touch on, Gina? Why? Okay, yeah, that's cool. No. Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead. And like I said, the commitment is a 12-month commitment, so it's you become a new delegate every year.
And I would say with that 12 months, so the commitment isn't every day that you're doing something. We just have a meeting once a month. So it'll be like a 2-hour meeting once a month when we have the local delegate council meetings.
Any questions before I continue? Any questions on becoming a delegate or what it takes to become a delegate or anything like that before I continue? No questions, okay. What types of issues are discussed? Delegates will discuss and vote on issues that impact the community and will focus on the priorities established in South LA. These include, but are not limited to, improvements in employment and fair wages, early childhood education, food insecurities, digital divide, and maternal and infant health. Things like that we'll be discussing, or you'll be discussing in these meetings as a delegate, and you'll basically be deciding what you want in your community or what you're interested in your community.
And Terry, I would add probably even to that also is that, we learned even with the pandemic that issues that were central to us drastically changed when the pandemic hit. So for some people, food insecurity became a real issue because they lost their jobs. And so know that the local delegate council, you may have an agenda of priorities that you want to focus on, but depending on what's going on in this world, it could drastically shift. If there's something where there's, an unprecedented amount of violence that's happening that you hadn't seen before, maybe it's going to be security that you focus on. But it's issues that impact and affect community. And those the priorities that were originally set by First 5 LA were voted on about 2 years ago when South LA Decides went out into community and said, community, tell us what is important to you. Tell us what are the issues that you're concerned about. And those were the issues that, Terry mentioned. I actually have I went on to, so BestStart has an amazing website because they have all of this data, all of the reports and all of the consultants that they had that went in and did all this. And so they actually tallied all the votes. So there were 331 votes where communities said they were concerned about employment and fair wages. And we just recently rolled out, and I guess it was about 2 weeks ago here at Bethel, we're helping LA County with their Breathe program to get people enrolled in what was called the Basic Guaranteed Income Program. So it was the Basic Guaranteed Income Program wasn't an automatic, so it was it's a lottery system. So I think in the next coming weeks, people will be notified who applied for that, whether they were accepted or not. But that particular program was one where if you made under a certain amount of income, so if you were a one-person household and you made less than $63,000, and of course it would tier up, the more people that were in your household, the higher the income threshold. If you were selected, LA County was giving $1,000 a month for 3 years to the people who were selected. And so it's programs like that, though we don't have any agenda to it. I'm a person that, like, in our organizations, I think this is where the synergy with Bethel, with CHC, and with other community organizations, we really want to ensure that you all get this information. And so the window is closed for that now. It was only open for 2 weeks, but LA County is piloting that. But the vision is, and at least meetings that I have been at in the community and with funders are heavily considering doing additional programs like that. So you have large nonprofit funding organizations once they realize that when you give people a chance to make more than a livable wage, that you will see the progress in community that we like to see. And so when those types of programs come in, we want to be able to get that a delegate. So you as a delegate are going to be at the table to hear about those things. So you will know for yourself, for your family, and for your friends and your community. And so it's kind of like a domino effect, or it spreads like wildfire. You hear about it and you tell everybody. So those are just examples of things. But BestStart, the goals or their priorities were the employment, fair wages, early childhood education. 270 votes they had. People said they were concerned about early childhood education. Food insecurity was one, digital divide, and then maternal infant health care. So again, those priorities could change based on what's happening in community and in the world in general, and on either the local or even the national level. So, but as a delegate, you will know firsthand, you will be part of this process. And so that's what's so powerful about this. You're actually going to be in a position of power. And most of us, at least I can speak for myself, have, whether I've been in corporate America or not, have not been in a position of power. So it's a really a great opportunity.
Ooh, I'm sorry. So far, after hearing what Gina had to say and after hearing what I have to say, is there anyone here that's interested and willing to become a delegate at this time? Show of hands. Anybody? Got to be somebody. Okay.
Have you scanned the QR code?
I'm gonna give them my application.
Okay.
I have the applications right here right now, so you don't have to scan the QR code.
Well, so the one benefit of the QR code, we don't know yet. So I'm not a tech person. I'm going to already make that full disclosure. If we input your information, it's possible it may not let us because it already identifies our device. But because everybody has an individual phone that's associated with a different URL, but we can work that out. So you can either fill out the old school paper application, or you can scan the QR code and do it on the spot. Yes. You could? Okay. And we also have a tech assistance here. So if anybody needs any help, we have that. Terry, there was also we have multiple clipboards with applications, so if you need any of the clipboards. And I just want to thank you guys for being patient with us with the meeting and all that we're doing. And if you've already filled one out before, you can fill it again. We'll make sure only one of your applications is submitted. Because I definitely know there were people that were at the food drive on Saturday, but go ahead and complete it so that we can just make sure. We want to make sure that we don't miss you, and that you are included. And I'll turn it back over to Terry so he can continue to tell you what's. Oh, you're done? And you talked about the online education? Okay. So one of the things that happens when you become a delegate, and we thought about being really mindful of making a best use of your time. The next delegate meeting that we have in May, we're actually going to be able to do one of the training sessions. So for May, we'll do a training session, and for June, we'll do a training session, and hopefully we can wrap up in those two meetings, the trainings, so that at the end of the training in June, the first 100 delegates to complete the training from the Watts Willowbrook region will get the $100 gift card and your certificate from Pacific Oaks College. And that's a great thing to have. You're going to learn about diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is sort of nice. So with your current employer or maybe a future employer, to just be able to say that you have some certified training in that area is a plus. It won't hurt you. It's definitely a plus. And so, again, we're going to offer that training. We're CHC is partnered with Pacific Oaks College. We don't have the dates as of yet, but again, once it's virtual, it's going to be at your leisure to be able to complete that. So you might be able to complete it all in one day. I will say this, that our team at Building a Foundation for Success, because we're the local support team, we thought about how can we best engage community, and we're really considering putting on like a one-day summit and being able to do it all at once, because we'd love to be able to get everybody together in a single meeting, and to just be able to have a really enriching summit where we would offer the training and then be able to really strategize and talk about what we're going to do as the local delegate council for Watts Willowbrook area. And I know this is totally kind of spur of the moment, but I'm connecting with some people in the audience. And for those of you that were who are in the audience now that were part of BestStart, is there anything maybe you would want to share with people that are here, or lift up anything that you thought that was something that was beneficial that you found? Because there's got to be something, because you're still here. And I appreciate and respect the dedication and the commitment that you have for yourself, for your family, and your community. And just wanted, if anybody wanted to lift up anything for those who have never served on a council or who've been, part of this kind of political and community engagement process. I didn't know if there was anybody who wanted to say anything. So, and if you speak, if you can tell everybody your name so that they can have the benefit of acknowledging you.
In Spanish or in English or both?
Both, por favor.
Hello. So I've been involved with BestStart probably around 12 years. When it first started, I went to the very first meeting. It was held at Cal State LA Trade Tech, and they talked about rolling out this program and how it was, again, addressing learning and building a good foundation for kids 0 to 5 years of age, and having them ready and prepared to enter into kindergarten. 80% of the child's brain development happens in the first 5 years, so it's very important that we get them into early education so that we build a strong foundation in them, promoting education. And at the same time, working with parents and community members, because we understood that it took a village to raise that child, that not only is education important to the child, but we as parents also had to know these processes and how we could best impact our kids and their learning. Even prior to them being born, where they're in the womb, you could talk to your baby. Healthy eating by the mom was important. All those things that we as parents could do to make sure that that child has the best start. That's why it was called BestStart. We wanted to provide the best start possible. And looking at building a foundation for our communities we had to look at the future generations that are coming up, and most of us know, with diabetes rampant, with high blood pressure, obesity on the rise, we definitely needed to start working with our future generation and their parents. Yes, that's in a nutshell. Le estaba comentando de que yo ha estado involucrado con BestStart de cuando primeramente empezaron BestStart. Tuvieron la primera junta en el colegio de LA Trade Tech y nos anunciaron qué querían hacer con el programa, que querían, lo básico es que es bien importante la edad de 0 a 5 porque 80% del cerebro se desarrolla en esos primeros 5 años. Entonces, para darle el best start era trabajar con esas familias que tienen los niños de 0 a 5 para que estén listos y preparados cuando iban a entrar a kindergarten. Y de ahí también descubrimos que era bien importante, no nomás para los niños, pero también los padres de los niños de 0 a 5. Si los papás no están involucrados o no saben cómo mejor ayudar a sus hijos, a desarrollar su mente. Entonces, de nada les servía a nosotros si los papás no estaban en la misma página. Entonces, de allí empezaron el BestStart, y que son nuestra comunidad, y nosotros como miembros de la comunidad somos lo más importante de decir qué queremos, qué trabaja para nuestros niños y nuestras familias, y de escuchar las voces de los papás que realmente sabe lo que nos hace falta y cómo más nos van a apoyar para sacar nuestros hijos para adelante, no nomás nuestros hijos, pero nuestras familias y nuestra comunidad. Y de allí es como es BestStart. Entonces, gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know what? I did say that at the end we would do the gift card, but you know what? I think I want to do the second gift card right now. So everybody get your raffle tickets out. And then we'll save the children's books and things of that nature for the end. And just so you all know too, we probably won't, we'll end early tonight, so we won't be here all the way until 8. But want to keep it open and available if anybody wants to have dialogue, has questions, needs information. So everybody's got their tickets ready? I'm going to pick this one. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Who did that song? There we go. There you go. Wicka, wicka, wicka. That was my version of DJing and scratching. All right. I've got a winner, and I think they all start off with the 730, so I'm going to do the last 3 numbers. The winner of the last gas gift card is the last 3 numbers are 505. 505. And what is that in Spanish? 505. Woo! Yay! You know what I wanted to ask? Is Pastor Stafford available? Where are you? Are you available? I thought I would not give you this. I'm in your house and the house of the Lord.
I was actually just
Yes.
going to play a background role, but
Okay.
I'm happy to
Yeah, did you want to say anything to?
First, good evening to everyone assembled and to those that are watching. We are this partnership with CHC to connect resources and get it in the hands of people who need it is a really important relationship for us. We, as I've said on many occasions, we are not just here to open the doors of church and have church and not administer to the needs of the community, making sure that we are concerned about the physical health. As you can hear, a lot of the conversations talking about us getting in better shape and being more aware of our physical health, our financial health, making sure that we have the resources to be able to make decisions and to be able to get the opportunities for us from a financial perspective. And then there are some educational things, a lot of things we miss out just because we aren't educated and we don't know. So we've committed to making sure that we bring those resources, and CHC is one of the one of the relationships and one of the entities that have agreed to partner up with us and make it so that we don't have to go anywhere else to get it, but that is brought to us. So that is a commitment, and I'm grateful to Gina, who's spearheaded this effort and project managed this effort, and whatever we can do as a church body, that's what we will do. We are. You coming with more goodies? Gina comes bearing gifts. More goodies. They like goodies, Gina.
So I'm about the books. I get excited about books. So these are both in Spanish and English. A whole pack of books for the babies. And if you actually really, really love these and you're not a winner, then afterwards give me your name and I'll get you one of these. So the winner for this, it's going to be the last three numbers, is 513. So that's 513. I know numbers.
513. Anyone has that? Going once. Going twice.
513. 513.
No one?
No one?
All right,
No
let's
one?
try another one. Try another one.
Okay. Going, gone. The next
We'll try the
number is 509. So
509.
509? Woo! Where were the other ones? Oh, Terry took them out. Okay, this one is a touch and learn picture card dictionary. So it's got some picture cards. So they learn their snakes, birds, little things like that. It looks like this one is only English. So whoever wins, you have the choice of getting this, I'll let you pick, or the books. Okay? And the winner is... I'm going to try to get a... Are you guys ready? Okay. Last three digits are 517. Cinco. Oh, there you go.
517.
So what do you want? Do you want the help? Do you want the books or do you want the learning cards? Which one? This one? Okay, she wants the learning cards. Okay. Okay, we got two more. Oh. No, that's does it say Compton? You're giving the babies or no? Toys from the toy bank or no? Did you have toys? Or was it just the toys? Okay. Okay, the next number is, oh, this is a high one. So it's 753. 753. Ooh, see? You won. So I don't know which one you want. The books? Okay. Okay. The next number is 515. 515. Oh, you have the, you want that? Yeah, no. You have a choice of a t-shirt that says First 5 LA Large or the cards. Okay, there you go. So again, remember, if you want books or those cards, please give me your name and your number. And when you come to the May meeting, I will have it for you. So you don't have to, you don't have to come drive over here again when you come to the May delegate meeting. And at that time, I guess we asked if anyone has any questions. Next meeting, we will definitely have representatives. We want to have from CHC as well as the regional task force representatives so that they can tell you some additional information. And at the next meeting, we will actually, for the 1.5 hours that we're here, we'll start to roll out the training so that you can actually get the training completed so that by the third delegate meeting, we can actually hopefully have you all trained up. And then we'll also have additional information on, like I said, we're really considering to do a really nice summit where we have a lunch and an all-day kind of learning and networking with you all. And maybe we can get additional people from other BestStart communities to come in so that we can collaborate together as a group and then to be able to complete trainings and things of that nature. So we finished early, so I guess that's a good thing. It's still light, yeah. And question. Yes.
Let me try. I can speak English, but
Okay.
let me try. For the next meeting, you can bring me flyers because I need more people. There is a little people. Can you bring me flyers?
And
Yo lo reparto.
yes.
Yeah, we can print up more
Yeah.
flyers.
Okay. Can you bring me for me?
Yeah, yes, I will. And what we'll do too is because we have your information, we'll send you an electronic copy. And if we have your address, we can mail you some flyers too. You want flyers so you can tell people?
Yes.
Okay. And
Thank you.
and we also have Pastor Ricky. He's in the church next door. Do you want to come up and just say something, Pastor Ricky? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Ricky. So if you're gonna say if anybody has
¿Alguien tiene preguntas? Yo sé que, pero disculpe que llegué tarde, ¿verdad? Pero si alguien tiene preguntas, diga en español y yo le puedo traducir. She's saying if the training is only in English?
No, it will be in Spanish and English.
En
We have
español y
been
en
told.
inglés.
Yes.
Sí. ¿Otras preguntas? Where is the training taking place?
The training will take place here at Bethel, and it will be also online virtually. So if they can't attend in person, they can do it from a computer or from a cell phone.
Okay. So tiene dos opciones. Va a ser aquí en la iglesia Bethel y si no pueden venir en persona también va a ser virtualmente. She's saying if you're going to call or...
We will send you out an email or a text message.
Correo electrónico o por medio de un mensaje de texto. Actually, is the training, if they do decide to do it online, is it going to be in English or Spanish?
Both.
Both. Y si deciden hacerlo virtualmente, también va a ser en español y en inglés. Starting what date?
We will actually let you know we're confirming that date for May, but it will be in May. We think it's the third week in May, but we want to just lock in and confirm that date.
So, van a confirmarlo, pero probablemente lleve a cabo en mayo, el tercer mes, tercera semana de mayo. Pero le van a mandar la notificación. Sí. Yes, sir. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So, los que son miembros de nuestra iglesia, la información se nos van a estar dando a nosotros en español y nosotros se lo podemos dar a ustedes y ya ustedes se lo pueden dar a la comunidad. ¿Otras preguntas?
And I'll just make one acknowledgement. We have our representative. Oh, you have a question. Please ask. Can you? Okay. Oh, yeah, Mike, hold on. Un momento.
Le van a dar el micrófono porque no lo puedo escuchar.
Thank you. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Irene Ojeda. He llenado la aplicación por correo electrónico para delegado y también en la reunión de donde CHC y no sé si necesitaba llenarla otra vez o es cada año.
So I guess what she's trying to say is she's already a delegate or a member. Does she need to renew or apply again?
Yes, if she can, yes.
Sí, tiene que reaplicar de nuevo.
Bueno, gracias.
Terry.
I want to have a quick small announcement.
Yes.
Reserve el día abril 27, que es un miércoles, en el Jordan Down en Cedar Grove Park, en el parque de Cedar Grove. La organización PASE estará allí ayudando a los residentes y comunidad alrededor con sus biles. Van a estar allí de las 12:30 hasta las 2. Si necesitan un bill que está atrasado o ayuda con un bill, puede ir ahí a agarrar servicio.
He was just giving an announcement for the community. I think they're going to be helping out those who need help with paying bills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the utility assistance? Wonderful. Can you share that information so we can share it out to others as well?
Well, he did it
You
in
did?
Spanish.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have it? I know.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. I'll give you my number afterwards. Any other questions?
¿Otras preguntas que tengan?
Malcolm, did you want to come up and say anything? I don't know. Oh, another question. Oh,
Can you put it on? I can't hear.
Ah, sí. Quería confirmar si en 8 días habrá otra reunión o hasta en
When is
mayo,
the next?
mayo 3º.
we're going to send you an email or a text with the next meeting. We're just confirming the date.
Le van a mandar por medio de correo electrónico o por medio de mensaje de texto. Le van a
Gracias.
confirmar para la siguiente reunión.
Sí, gracias.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah,
Yes.
I do see a couple of members here from
From your church?
our church.
Nice.
Yeah. Everyone else is probably from the community. But like I said, our church are from the community, so they could just, spread the
Good.
word.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Good.
Gina,
Yeah, yes.
can you announce if everyone signed in? If someone missed signing in?
Oh, yes.
She's
If
going around with
everybody,
the
for a
sign-in
couple
law.
people who have come in late, is there anybody who didn't sign in? We would just like to keep an accurate record of everyone who's attended the meeting.
Si llegaron tarde, por favor, de escribirse. Están pasando el papel y por favor escríbense.
Do you want to say something? No? Okay, sorry. All right, all. Well, it's 7:30. I just wanted to say, and if you can translate this, wanted to give much appreciation and gratitude for all of you coming out tonight.
Ella está bien agradecida porque todos llegaron. Está muy agradecida que pudieron llegar.
And just by a show of hands, can everybody raise their hand who filled out a delegate application? Because you guys are going to start the delegate process and you're going to be a delegate.
¿Pueden levantar su
Just
mano
curious.
si ya se inscribieron para ser delegados? She's already a member.
Okay.
She wants to know where to. ¿Cuál era la pregunta?
Terry. Oh.
Is that the application? For
Yes,
the
yes. Thank you.
They're from our church.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, we're going to adjourn the meeting. Thank you all for your thoughtful questions, and we look forward to seeing you. You will definitely hear from us before the next delegate meeting.
Gracias. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Gracias. And remember, come up to me if you're interested in the books, because the next meeting I will have those books for you.
Si quieren libros, acérquense aquí enfrente, por favor.
If they give me your name and your phone number, and
Por
then
favor, denle su nombre y su número de teléfono.